It's Week 15 of the NFL. And coming up, we'll see Malik Neighbors, who's closing in on 1,000 yards receiving on the year. It's the Redwoods and the Dreadnoughts under the lights on Thursday night.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis joining you from the booth. And, Charles, we take a peek at this Vancouver team entering play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. On the other side of the field for our visitors here, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing.
There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air. And we are underway from Vancouver. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their rookie QB, the young man out of Oregon.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Right to the air goes Nix. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 more yards there and another first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. Back to the air with Nix. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up first and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. Off the bootleg, here's Nix. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Ian Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redwoods will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And able to get this out to the 25. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. On the counter, it's Gainwell. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Herbert. And it's complete to Mitchell.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. And they'll try and run for it with Gainwell. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On the draw, Gainwell. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And they'll stay on the ground with Gainwell again. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. The Redwoods offense, led by their running back, headed out for the second possession. And they love to find different ways to get in the football. We know that. And you can see he comes into this week 2nd in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Christian Wilkins there defensively for the stop. Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Nix to the air. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3rd down and 1. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. Shifts by him, and he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Flush to his right. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now it's Nix. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. You look at this defense. They interplay 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And stopping the run, That's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run here with Pacheco. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game. The key to good rushing defense is still having the linebackers set the edge.
Like poop through a diarrhea infected goose. Finn goes through everyone.
Battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves them much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down.
WX101 SPP2WX101
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix.
SPP2WX101 SPP2W.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redwoods have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Set for the second quarter, San Diego in possession of the football. As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He'll drop this underneath for Gainwell. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Ethan Evans now. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Here's Nix. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs.
Hadn't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder. If he wasn't a first-round pick, they want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he will try to run through the entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
That one goes for 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing Nix. That's caught left side by Neighbors. A good pass passing down here, and they send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on second down.
It's 2nd and inches. At the 23.
To throw, here's Nix. He'll get that out to the flat to right. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. To throw is Nix. Touchdown! Tyler Conklin with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Redwoods have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
And 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dreadnoughts offense and receiver Garrett Wilson ready to get going again. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with it.
Herbert has it knocked free. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert out to the right here to Wilson. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Here's Herbert. Got his man. It's Gainwell. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. Ethan Evans on now to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership, by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Pacheco. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A give right side for Pacheco. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Shaquille Griffin is the one who stuck him for the loss there.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A first carry for Rashad White. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Nix. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. That one taken in by Neighbors. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 14-yard line.
Working out of the gun is Nix. This will be caught at about the 5. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Williams will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd and goal from the 1. Pacheco will take it in. Touchdown.
Well, you've been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
The extra point now coming from Myers. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. One final goal for this offense here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's caught by Sennett. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Now 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's able to find Melton. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Herbert now. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 34. Folks' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. Some great games still to come, and I think we highlighted one of the better ones right there, as that promises to be a tight one. Plenty to like about the late afternoon games as well. As you see by the highlight, these guys are in for a battle, taking on what should be a very tough opponent. And then lastly, on Monday Night Football, those fans will be riled up as it'll be a good matchup between their guys and what equates to be a very tough opponent. It was a terrific first half for the rookie first-round pick, Bo Nix. He connected on 3 touchdown passes in those first 2 quarters as his guys have built up a sizable lead here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The visitors' offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And as we near the conclusion of the regular season, nobody has surpassed the amount of receptions that he has put up to this point. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Here's Herbert. Over the middle, that's the tight end Senate.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Toss left side, Gainwell. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Herbert. He's got a man, complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They run behind center with Gainwell. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. In motion, the tight end. Back to throw here, Herbert. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The home team's offense and Bo Nix getting set for this next possession. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
2nd and 9 now. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Nix to the air. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Off the play fake, Nix. And it's caught. Touchdown. Malik Neighbors from 3 yards out. And the Redwoods extend their lead yet again. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long. And this time, that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. But it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Now it's Herbert. He'll get this complete to Sennett, the tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35. Out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. There's a short one pulled in by Sennett. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. This 2nd and 4. Again, Herbert throwing the out route incomplete. That's Palmer. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, Redefined.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 14 yards that time for number 14. Out of the gun, Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. Sean McVay unhappy on the sidelines visibly. He's made the decision to reach for the red flag. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So that a good outcome for Sean McVay as the challenge is successful. Extra point up and good by Folk, and that will cut this lead down to 25. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Vancouver offense out and about set for another series. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. And that is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Nix from the shotgun. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way, because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. Well, this offense and their wideout headed back onto the field. And he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this third quarter. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Oh, boy, kind of hold your breath here, because Justin Herbert, he appears to be in some discomfort after that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 30.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41.
Taken down at the 41. It's the gain of 3.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Off the option, here's Williams. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. The first throw here for the backup Garoppolo. That's caught right side by Palmer. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Well, the Vancouver offense ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved.
And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Malik Neighbors, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Redwoods are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Now Myers for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now this offense, Garrett Wilson headed back out. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. There's a short one pulled in by Sinnott. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, San Diego.
Here's Herbert. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Dreadnoughts offense and Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. To the right side and caught by Sennett. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here now, 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Under pressure, and down he goes. Brian Brzee able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
And they'll send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. High dancing past him. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. Well, the Redwoods offense and receiver Malik Neighbors headed onto the field, and he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd down and a yard. Here's Pacheco once again. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 94 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
In motion left goes a tight end. A handoff now for Pacheco. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their bicep.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Redwoods add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Herbert now. That's again complete to Palmer. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple. Here's Herbert. It's caught. Mitchell. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 11 yards there, first down. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. That's another one complete to Mitchell. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Herbert. That's caught by Sennett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year. Now Folk for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So this drive spans 7 plays. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Redwoods offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
This is Pacheco. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 125 yards rushing now on 23 carries so far. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Vancouver, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
It's week 15 of the 2024 season, and we'll get a look here at Derrick Henry. He should be a busy man out of the backfield. It's the Huskies and the Blues, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The final 4 weeks of the NFL regular season is upon us. Welcome to the home stretch. Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson. Partner, it's week 15. Just feels like a horse race. We're at the top of the stretch. Now it's the sprint or home.
And up until this point, Mike, every team's goal is, can we be in the conversation for the playoffs in this final 4-week stretch? Where here we are. And if you've done that, well, man, there is nothing more exciting than playing NFL football at the end of the regular season when you're in playoff contention. But for those who aren't, this is where you have an opportunity as a player to extend.
All right, just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. And they are led by their veteran. It's Kirk Cousins.
When we sat down with him earlier in the week, Mike, as you would imagine, he wasn't exactly thrilled when we brought up the fact that he had 4 interceptions in last week's game. You could tell it was still on the top of his mind. He was still working to put it behind him. I think my biggest takeaway was just how excited he was to get back on the field and have a fresh start. And I think we want to see him get off to a fast start here early, get some easy completions, put last week behind him. If he can move forward and he can play to the level he's capable of, I think they're going to have a lot more success here in this one today.
And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. First carry now for Alvin Kamara. And he's going to take this past the 45. And that's good enough for a first down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
It finds the hands of Marquise Brown. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Kamara. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. Now Cousins on the bootleg. A pass pulled in by Henry.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's 1st and goal.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space. And, man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up 1st and goal.
So got it. The tight end comes in motion. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That one, take it in. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown Huskies. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
The kick is good. Makes the score Huskies 7, Blues nothing.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. And they're led by their quarterback from the University of Pittsburgh. It's Kenny Pickett.
He's coming off one of those games, Mike, where he just wasn't good enough. I mean, he wasn't bad by any stretch of the imagination. He was good at times. He just wasn't good enough times. And I think when you're playing the quarterback position and all of the focus is on you, your play has such a direct correlation between wins and losses that when you don't play your best, the magnifying glass is on you. So he needs to bounce back this week. He needs to be more productive in the passing game, generate more big plays, and then eliminate the turnovers. He cannot continue to throw the ball to the other team.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Pickett. This one taken in by Renfro. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Well, there's fast starts, Mike, and then there's this. It just seems like it's completion after completion, and now they find themselves in plus territory. Every team has their fringe red zone down to their red zone plan, and once you cross midfield, you got to be thinking 6, at the worst 3, but you're coming away with points.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Renfro brought in motion. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun is Pickett. The open man is Tolbert. And he's going to be taken down.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
They'll run here. It's Pollard. And he will power his way into the end zone. Tony Pollard. Touchdown, Blues.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
The extra point is good. And the Blues come right back to tie it at 7. Each team 1 possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Huskies offense and the veteran A.J. Brown make their way back out. As we hit the home stretch here, you can see he leads all NFL wideouts in touchdown receptions for the year. On 1st down, they'll start out with Kamara. Second and a yard. Here's the toss, right side to Henry. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Here's 3rd and 2. So got it, the tight end comes in motion. They'll try and run for this with Kamara. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. And it sets up 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, here comes Jack Fox to kick it away. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Blues offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Still plenty to play for as the temperatures dip and we hit the final month, the money month of the season. Open man, that's Renfro. Still going inside the 20. And he's going to take this one all the way. 77 yards. It is a touchdown. Now Blankenship for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Blues will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Huskies offense and Kirk Cousins heading back on the field. And he has come out of the gates hot. He's been on target with his throws, and that's reflected in those numbers as he'll look to keep it going here. Off the RPO, they'll get it to Brown. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. Henry rumbles to the first down and more. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
We had a feeling coming into the game that they were going to get this guy plenty of touches, and you can see from this early success why. The defense is going to have to make some adjustments here because they have had no answers thus far.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Now we get whistles. Time has run out. The first quarter has come to an end. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's a close game early on. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. 3rd and long. And in motion is Brown. Throwing now on 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's Jack Fox now. They punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Blues offense and running back Tony Pollard going to take over once again. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game. Take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards for running backs, and he's right there among the best in the league. Pickett throwing here on 1st and 10. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
This is a great example of the game within the game. They're making what they call Mike declaration, and that's what sets the responsibilities of all the protectors. And in this case, the Mike was the one who came. He's unblocked, and he's able to get home.
And this will be incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target, and it'll be 3rd down. Here's Pickett. He's going to uncork one. Looking for Wicks. Into space. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 85 yards for the touchdown. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
The extra point, up and good. And the Blues will take a 21-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Ray McLeod on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Huskies offense and Derrick Henry heading onto the field. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him. And your offensive line has had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Off the play fake, here's Cousins. Smith and Jigba left side, he's got it. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Here's Cousins. That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch, stays in bounds, and he's got the first down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab. On the ground, here's Henry. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
Whoa! And they'll take this down inside the 35.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it'll be 2nd down. On the give, here's Henry.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Got a man. It's complete to A.J. Brown. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Cousins to throw. That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. This is Henry. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Now, Cousins. That one complete to Brown. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Throwing now, Cousins. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete. Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. They go play action with Cousins. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways.
It is brought in the end zone. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown Huskies. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. This will be returned from the 6. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Blues offense and Kenny Pickett getting set for their next possession. He's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. Open man, that's Bateman downfield. And he will score. Rashad Bateman, touchdown Blues. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. McLeod now to return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Huskies offense and their running back set to go once more. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Gonna go right back to Henry. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
He's just such a hard guy to get on the ground. You can see just his strength and his ability to fight through contact. But give credit to the defense. They kept coming after him, and eventually they got him down on the ground. And they got him down for a loss.
Quick one to Smith and Jigba. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Greg and I continue in just a moment. On 1st and 10, Cousins. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Cousins. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. So Goddard, the tight end, comes in motion. Cousins now on 2nd down.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
And he'll take it on in. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Huskies. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Koo able to add the extra point. And the Huskies are back to within 7. It's 28-21. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. The Blues offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried the first half, it hasn't worked.
Sam Hubbard on the tackle. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 28-yard
So we have reached halftime with these two teams separated by a touchdown. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We just watched a very good first half out of quarterback Kenny Pickett. He threw a first quarter touchdown pass, then 2 more in the second quarter, a 3-touchdown half. And he may just be getting started. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the
First
second
half
half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
They'll run once more, and it's Pollard again. And some good running there. That's a first down up to the 43.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Pickett. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. On comes the Blues punter. Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. The visitors' offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And he's been the man that makes this offense go. Currently number 2 in the NFL in terms of receptions for a wideout. On first down, Cousins. He's got his man Brown.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's taken in right side by Goddard.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
And in motion is Brown. Now a second down throw for Cousins. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
They'll run out of the gun with Henry. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9. Setting up second and short.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Play action now. It's Cousins. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
First and 10. Now, Cousins. Right back to Brown. He's got it again.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about, so they got to continue to ride the hot.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
He'll get this out quickly to his left.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Whose kick is good. And the Huskies will cut the lead down to 4.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense ready for this next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. 27-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Pickett. Taking off.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
Open man, that's Renfro. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Blues. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. For quarterbacks, there are so many stats we use to measure a good season. This is one of them. 30 touchdowns. That was number 30 on the year. No problem there on the extra point, and the Blues will extend this third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. A first down throw for Cousins. He'll get this out wide. He's going nowhere. Gonna lose yardage on that play.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down. Like living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. They give to Pollard on the option. Pollard, first down and more. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun is Pickett. A short one there to Otten. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run the toss. Here's Pollard. And that is going nowhere fast. Disastrous play. A big loss. They'll go play action with Pickett. He's going to run it. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Renfro brought in motion. Try the jet sweep here. Let's see what they can get.
When they called that sweep, Mike, obviously they're thinking, let's pick up the first down. They didn't quite get to the chains, but I think they're going to be pretty happy with that gain.
Brian Callahan will send out the field goal unit here. This will be a 38-yard attempt. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Blues will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. Marshawn Lattimore all over that. Gets a hand in there to knock it away. Second down, Cousins. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here's Cousins. Outright Smith and Jigba has it. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down. The Huskies ready to punt. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. This fielded inside the 35. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The home team's offense ready to take over once more. And as we look back at some of the highlights of this one, Greg, definitely a lot to show from the passing game.
Yeah, and as good as the offense feels about their passing game, I think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got a lot of learning to do because you just get burned time and time again. You'd think at some point you'd make an adjustment and make a correction. So at this point, they've given up 4 touchdown passes. You're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL giving up that production in one phase of the game.
Here's 2nd and 2. Bateman is the motion man. On 2nd down, Pickett. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
And he's going to be out of bounds just past the marker. The ball was in the proper place for a new set of downs. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Bateman is the motion man. 1st and 10, and they give it to Pollard. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
That's good. 4 on purpose. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Pickett to throw on 1st down. This one complete to Bateman. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Pickett now on play action. Get this complete right side to Otten. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
At the 6-yard line.
On the bootleg, it's Pickett. Now he'll... And he's in! Touchdown, Blues! Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
The extra point now coming from Blankenship. The kick is good. And the Blues will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Huskies offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Cousins gonna throw. There's that man again. Another catch. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Cousins now on 2nd down. Short throw taken in by Goddard. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Over the middle, Smith and Jigba with the grab. On 1st down, Cousins. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Pollard. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Again, it's Pollard. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now, Pickett. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Blues add on to their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you had things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Oh, he's got room past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Huskies offense and the veteran A.J. Brown make their way back out, and he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. So Goddard, the tight end, comes in motion. Cousins now to throw on first down. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one. So Goddard, the tight end, comes in motion. Now a second down throw for Cousins. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Throwing his Cousins. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. Now, Cousins. He'll let this go for Goddard. That is brought in. And he's out of bounds inside the 30. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Cousins now. And he'll go right back to Goddard. He's got it again.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
That's a short one, caught by Goddard. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Huskies.
Now the offense will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ballgame. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere.
And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group. Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Just 1 second, all that remains in the football game as the kick is away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They bounced back from the loss last week, really put in a determined effort, and will come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we've got the Dragons' creative quarterback. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. Who knows what we're in store for here? And it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. The final 4 weeks of the NFL regular season is upon us. Welcome to the home stretch. Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson. Partner, it's week 15. Just feels like a horse race. We're at the top of the stretch. Now it's the sprint for home.
And up until this point, Mike, every team's goal is, can we be in the conversation for the playoffs in this final 4-week stretch? Where here we are. And if you've done that, well, man, there is nothing more exciting than playing NFL football at the end of the regular season when you're in playoff contention. But for those who aren't, this is...
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. Isaiah McKenzie now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
Here we have a guy, Mike, just really coming off a tremendous outing last week. It seemed like everything was working for him in that win. The early rhythm he was able to establish, he rode that to the final whistle. They had an answer for everything the defense threw at him, and if he continues to stay one step ahead and continues to...
And he will take this one in. 72 yards. It's a touchdown. Oh, man, what a start to this one, Greg. Right out of the gate, first play of the game. A big ball downfield for the touchdown.
I don't even think the fans have settled into their seats, Mike. I mean, you talk about a fast start. There was no settling into this one. This play caller wanted to attack early, and boy, did he ever.
Here's Michael Badgley for the point after. The kick is good. And the Dragons are very quickly out to a 7-0 lead. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Johnson now to return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time, led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
One of the few southpaws we have playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and while he doesn't have one of the strongest arms, he makes up for it with great anticipation and pinpoint accuracy. So what it does, it allows him to throw very catchable balls. A lot of his receivers do a lot of the damage after the catch, and only time's going to tell how this one plays out. But when he's on his game, they're due for a lot of points.
They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down. From the gun, here's Tua. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Now the former Ohio State Buckeye, here's J.K. Dobbins. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. Third and long. Here's Tua. Throw out wide to Godwin. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. The Mounties sending out their punter. Isaiah McKenzie drops back deep to return. A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 15. Here's first and 10. Here's the first carry for the Pitt product, James Conner. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. He'll look to throw. That is caught downfield by Campbell. And he wisely now to tack on the extra point. He's got it. And the Dragons move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Mounties offense ready for their second possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. The motion man here is Bourne. Play action. Tagovailoa. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Here's a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He finds a man. That's Osborne. A gain of 16 yards. That's enough for a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Tua to throw again. A short throw pulled in by Schultz.
The drag route, we used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from it.
He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. And it looks like he's going to have a 1st down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs. Out of the pistol, here's Tua. He's going to keep it himself. And Tua very wisely hits the deck after picking up the 1st down. A gain there of 13 yards. The motion man here is Bourne. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. The open man is Osborne. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Schultz is the motion man. A shotgun snap for Tua. That one caught by Schultz, the tight end. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
He is in. Tua Tagovailoa. Touchdown, Mounties.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Harris Campbell now on the return. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Dragons offense and Chris Olave getting ready for their next possession. And he is right up there amongst the league leaders when it comes to receiving yards by a wideout this year. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On second down, here's a run with Connor. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Throwing now from the gun. Looking for Campbell. He's got it. Remember, he had the touchdown catch from last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Odell Beckham Jr. there, and that will lead to a 2nd down. Here's a give up the middle, Connor. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Back to throw. He's got his man. That's Olave. And he will score. Chris Olave. Touchdown, Dragons. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the 1st quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer. Because right now, they don't have one.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. He's to midfield. They're going to be set up with a short field. What a tremendous kick return.
A lot of what goes into being a great kick returner comes down to vision. And you're going to see here, he finds the cutback lane, and as he accelerates down the left side of the field, he wasn't far from taking it all the way down the sideline and into the end zone.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the pistol. And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
Now Tua. Over the middle. He's got the tight end Schultz. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
They set up the screen for Dobbins. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. The motion man here is Bourne. 1 quarter in the books. Plenty of scoring already. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Here's a 2nd and 12. They send him right out of the slot. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate. And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
On the return, here comes Campbell. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard.
At the 39-yard line.
Going to work Connor in the middle here. And he's going to weave his way forward. It's a first down at the 44-yard line.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Connor. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Now they'll set up to throw. Finding the tight end, here's Will Dissly. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. That's complete, and it is Beckham. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Chop Robinson, the rookie out of Penn State, in there for the stop. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll go again here with Charbonnet. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
And he'll be taken down.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
And he's in. Zach Charbonnet. Touchdown, Dragons. That touchdown number 1 for him on the year. He has done it again. That is 4 touchdown passes in his first half. Greg, he might skip halftime with the way he's performing right now.
Yeah, Mike, this passing attack is just really unstoppable. I mean, it is just remarkable the success he's been able to have. We're not even at halftime yet. He finds himself on record pace. I can't wait to see what he does the rest of this game.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. To throw is Tua. They'll try to hit him with a screen.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
To the left side, to Godwin. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down. They send Godwin in motion. And he'll work his way down to about the 41. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Tua. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Third and long. Here's Tua. He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
Here's Braden Mann now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. There is his tight end, Disley. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
At the 21-yard line.
They'll look to throw. That is caught right side by Beckham. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
And Tokyo. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Charbonnet. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. It's a pickup of 12. And that will be a 1st down. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I will be right back after this. So, a couple of 1st downs will give them 1st and 10. They're at the 41. They'll set up the screen to Charbonnet. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass.
That is intercepted by the 1st-round pick from Alabama, Terrion Arnold. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage work together. Man, that was big time ball.
First and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. To the left side, and caught by Schultz. And good yardage there after the catch to wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. Schultz is the motion man. Here's Tagovailoa. Open man there. It is Bourne. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff will get a chance to look him over during the break. On first down, Tagovailoa gets this one into the hands of his receiver, Godwin. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down. To the air again, Tagovailoa. This one is hauled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Mounties. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Campbell. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll look middle here, and there's Olave. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. He connects with Disley. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From out of the gun, he'll throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. 10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. That's enough for a first down. They'll look to throw yet again. Open man down the field. It's Olave. And he's out of bounds. Mark him down right at the 10-yard line. A huge play just before the half. 45 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Back to the air one more time. He'll find his tight end, Josh Oliver. To the pylon, he's in. Josh Oliver. Touchdown, Dragons. So the numbers starting to pile up here early. We haven't reached halftime, and he's already thrown 4 touchdown passes. Here's Badgley for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Dragons add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. Halftime coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 24. Derwin James, the former All-Pro, in on the tackle. 2nd and 7. So we reach halftime in what has been, to this point, a one-sided game. As we're off to Orlando, going to check in with Jonathan Coachman, who's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And they'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Mounties offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. He's going to tuck it and go. And Tua very wisely hits the deck after picking up the first down. Give him 18 yards on that one and a first down.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
On 1st and 10, here's Tua. He finds De'Ami Brown. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A run with Dobbins. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
Tua going to hold on to this. The defense not fighting. They stay at home, stop the quarterback. No gain on the play. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Man in motion is Brown. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. Here now, 3rd and 5. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Tua now on 3rd down. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Really nice job here, not only avoiding the rush on 3rd down, but quickly finding that crease, get downfield, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Osborne, the man on the move. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
They'll try to run this one in. He slams it in there, and he is in. J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown, Mounties.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half.
35. Monkeys 24.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Campbell. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. A throw over the middle. It's Odell. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Left side into the hands of Olave. Not just a first down, but reception number 70 on the season.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, they'll give it to Charbonnet. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And he missed it. It's no good. And their lead will stay right where it is.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Here's Dobbins. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. A pistol set with Tagovailoa. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Look at him move away from a tackler as he winds up gaining 7 yards. Nice run there. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the gun, here's Tua. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Man in motion is Brown. They'll give it to Dobbins. That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. 1st down.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Second down and 3. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Defense. Automatic first down.
So the penalty sets up this offense for first and goal. Man in motion is Brown. Now it's Dobbins. Yeah! Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on first and goal. They'll go with him again. And he will dive into the end zone. J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown Mounties. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's McKenzie. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's first and 10. A quick throw here, taken by Odell. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
Gain on the play brings up second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try again. It's second and 10. They'll look to throw. This one complete to Campbell. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
Charbonnet the back, and he goes straight ahead. And it'll be a pickup of 3, so third down forthcoming.
That's a gain of 3. It's third and 7.
They put Campbell in motion. On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's complete, and it is Beckham. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. And that's going to do it. It'll put him over 200 receiving yards in the game. What a performance. That grab also comes with a first down. They'll look to throw again. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
And he finds a seam and takes it down to the 3. Big play coming up, 3rd and goal. They'll try and run with Connor. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down. They'll run for it, and it's Connor. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
These are the opportunities when they present themselves, you have to capitalize. And in this case, it was the defense that forced the turnover on downs and kept them out of the end zone.
The Mounties offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Still plenty to play for as the temperatures dip and we hit the final month, the money month of the season. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. They'll go again with Williams. And he's got it to the 14-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. A shotgun snap for Tua. Short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That one intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Jones. And he's going to be taken down, but there are 1, 2, 3 flags on the field. I don't think this is going to stand. The crowd does not agree with that call. Boos ring out. Doesn't matter. Not going to change it. It's a 1st down. Tua going to throw. Toward the sideline. There's Brown. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. A play fake. Now Tua to throw. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
We're not real accustomed to seeing these sort of plays out of this guy. He's more of the dirty work, kind of behind-the-scenes role player. But tell you what, he keeps coming through for this offense, and he's going to find himself with a couple more touches.
On first down, Tagovailoa. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
The second down throw is incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the fourth quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game, and they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball, and let's see if they can take advantage of it.
Throwing on third down, Tagovailoa. He'll try to run for it.
That's a great job defensively. Even though they let him escape the rush initially, there was nowhere to go with either their ball or as a runner, and they're able to force fourth down.
The Mounties send out their punter. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Dragons offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. They'll start this drive on the ground, and it's Connor. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Now a 3rd and 2. They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. The Dragons punt team unit comes out as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. The Mounties offense ready to see what they can do. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. To throw is Tua. Over the middle, that's Godwin. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They send Godwin in motion. On first down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one. To the left side, and caught by Schultz. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. Now the offense will use their 3rd and final timeout. Stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now a first down throw for Tua. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Tua. And that would be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The Dragons offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They're able to bounce back after a difficult loss a week ago, respond with a much better overall performance, and it culminates in a victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.